It's not that serious.
Ever wonder if there's a secret code to tell your cat, "I love you" in a way they actually understand? Or why do they sometimes stare at you with those half-closed eyes or flop onto their back, only to swat your hand away when you go in for a belly rub? Well, get ready, because today we're uncovering 9 surprising ways to speak your cat's love language, and a few of them might really surprise you. 1. Keeping consistent routines and signals. Believe it or not, cats thrive on consistency. If you feed them at the same time each day, set aside regular moments for play, and maintain a predictable bedtime routine, you're sending a powerful message. You can rely on me. Just like humans, cats feel more secure when they know what to expect. This doesn't mean you have to be rigid, but sticking to a basic schedule, morning meal, midday play break, evening cuddle, helps reduce stress and fosters trust. Along with consistent routines, pay attention to the signals you use. For instance, if you always say your cat's name softly before offering a treat, they'll learn to associate that sound with something positive. Or if you use a particular tone of voice when it's time to play, they'll know it's safe to get excited. By layering these cues into your daily habits, you create a shared language that goes beyond words. Before you know it, your cat will be responding to your gentle routines with a sense of familiarity and comfort that speaks volumes about the trust you share. This subtle structure isn't just about daily tasks. It's another way of saying, "I love you," through reliability and devotion. 2. Turning bedtime into bonding time. Cats are at their most vulnerable when they sleep. Just imagine snoozing in the wild with predators around. If your cat chooses to curl up next to you at night or doze off in your lap during a midday lounge, that's a massive sign of trust. It's like they're saying, "I feel safe enough here to let my guard down completely." Don't underestimate how big a compliment that is. Some cats even prefer sleeping on their human's chest or feet, soaking up body heat and that comforting, familiar scent. To encourage this, never force a cat to stay with you if they're in the mood to wander. Instead, invite them. Put a soft blanket next to you, or gently pat the bed when you're ready to hit the sack. If they join you, let them settle in whichever position they like. No need to scoop them up and place them exactly where you want. The more choice you give them, the more they'll appreciate the invitation. Studies suggest that sleeping with a pet can lower stress for both parties. And in cat terms, it's a cozy way to say, "We're family." Waking up to a purring furball next to you is a pretty sweet deal, and you'll likely feel more bonded thanks to those quiet, shared hours of rest. 3. Speaking their language. Ever notice how your cat has different meows for different occasions? Maybe there's the bright, chirpy, "good morning" meow, the whining meow that signals dinner time, and the oddly specific warble they make when they see a bird on the windowsill. Each sound is like a snippet from a unique feline language, one they reserve mostly for communicating with humans. Learning to identify these vocal nuances is a fantastic way to show your cat you're actually listening. When you respond appropriately, like offering food when you hear their hungry meow, or giving them space when they let out a sharp, irritated meow, it builds a sense of mutual understanding. Purring is another powerful form of cat communication. Yes, cats purr when they're content, curled up on your lap in blissful harmony. But some cats also purr when they're anxious or in mild pain, almost like they're self-soothing. Over time, you'll discover your own cat's happy purr versus their "I need comfort" purr. Chirping and chattering, especially when they spot a squirrel or bird outside, often signals excitement or a form of frustrated hunting talk. The more you pay attention, the better you'll get at decoding these sounds. Respond in a calm, reassuring tone for anxiety or frustration, and with enthusiasm for excitement and play. When you show you're trying to grasp their vocal cues, you're effectively telling them, "I'm making an effort to speak your language." 4. Bonding through play. If there's one thing that can transform your relationship with your cat, it's structured, engaging play sessions. Sure, cats love to nap, sometimes for more than half the day, but in those wakeful hours, they're built to stalk, chase, and pounce. In the wild, a cat who's bored or restless might go off to explore, but your indoor companion depends on you to keep them mentally and physically stimulated. That's where interactive toys like feather wands, laser pointers, or crinkly tunnels come in. Once you join in their game, you become part of their hunting routine, and that can form an incredibly tight bond. Play isn't just fun, it's an emotional and physiological booster. Research shows that engaging activities can reduce stress hormones in cats and even release oxytocin, often called the love hormone, similar to what humans experience during positive social interactions. Whenever you wiggle that feather wand and watch your cat's eyes light up, you're building trust and forging a sense of camaraderie. Plus, a cat that gets regular play sessions is more likely to have fewer behavioral issues, like random swipes at your ankles or surprise attacks at 3 a.m. So if you want to say, "I love you," consider busting out the toys and letting your cat chase, jump, and roll around to their heart's content. You'll both come away feeling better. 5. Tail talk and happy greetings. Have you ever had your cat prance into the room with its tail held high, maybe even giving a tiny quiver at the tip? Consider that your cat's equivalent of an excited wave hello. In the wild, cats rely heavily on nonverbal communication to avoid drawing attention to themselves, so a raised tail that gently vibrates is a big deal. It signals they feel comfortable, joyful, and are acknowledging you as a friendly presence. Some cats only do this for the people they trust most. So if you see that high tail wiggle, you've made the VIP list in their world. To respond, you don't need to wave your arms wildly or shout. Cats aren't big fans of loud noises. Instead, try calling their name in a soft, happy tone. Offer a gentle head scratch, or simply say hello with a calm greeting. This sort of subtle interaction complements their own quiet communication style. And while you're at it, pay attention to other tail movements throughout the day. And adjusting your own behavior shows them you're paying attention in all the right ways. 6. Respect their personal bubble. Cats have a reputation for being aloof, but in reality, they're more sensitive than we give them credit for. One big part of showing love to your cat is acknowledging when they want space. Whether it's letting them lounge undisturbed on their favorite chair or avoiding scooping them up when they clearly don't want to be held, respecting their personal bubble tells them you get them. A lot of misunderstandings happen when we force our well-meaning affection on a cat who's simply not in the mood. You might pick them up to cuddle, only to feel them tense up, or worse, squirm out of your arms and dash away. That's a clear sign your cat is feeling smothered instead of adored. The trick is learning your cat's cues. If their tail starts flicking rapidly, their ears flatten, or they wriggle away every time you try to snuggle, it might be better to hold off. Give them time, let them come to you, and they'll appreciate you all the more. Think of it like human social interaction. Nobody enjoys someone barging into their personal space uninvited. By allowing your kitty the freedom to decide when and how to interact, you're showing them a form of respect that genuinely deepens your relationship. Over time, a cat who trusts you to honor their boundaries will often seek you out more willingly, purring, rubbing against you, and curling up by your side on their own terms. 7. The power of the slow blink. Picture this. Your cat is perched on the windowsill, quietly observing the world outside, then turns to give you that signature half-lidded gaze before gently closing their eyes. This isn't just a random moment of drowsiness. It's actually one of the sweetest ways cats say, "I'm comfortable with you." In feline communication, holding eye contact for too long can be a sign of aggression or challenge. So when your cat slowly blinks, it's telling you, "I trust you enough to let my guard down." Better yet, you can mirror this move right back. Look at your cat with soft eyes, slowly blink, and watch if they return the favor. It's almost like exchanging a subtle, heartwarming handshake that only cats and their trusted humans understand. Interestingly, animal behaviorists often call this the cat kiss because of how affectionate it truly is. Remember not to overdo it. Keep your blinking slow and relaxed, and don't stare too intently. The key is to look calm and at ease, conveying that you're as mellow as they are. Some cats will blink back immediately, while others might need more time to warm up. Either way, mastering the slow blink is a simple, genuine way to tell your cat, "I love you," in a language they naturally speak. 8. Treat them like royalty. The way to a cat's heart often passes through its stomach, but that doesn't mean you should shower them with treats nonstop. Instead, Consider the occasional special snack as a heartfelt gesture, an edible love note that says, "I appreciate you." In the wild, cats hunt for their meals, so bringing them food or giving them a treat is a symbolic way of providing for their needs. Think of it as a mini feast that strengthens your relationship. Of course, everything in moderation. Too many treats can lead to weight gain or other health issues, and that's no kindness in the long run. So how do you balance it out? Try associating treats with positive interactions, like after a successful play session or when they calmly allow grooming. This helps your cat see treats as part of a healthy routine, rather than an all-day munchie buffet. You can also experiment with puzzle feeders that let them hunt for their snacks, tapping into their natural instincts. Not only does it keep their mind active, but it also adds an extra layer of fun. When you offer that tasty morsel at just the right moment, you're essentially telling your cat, "I see what you need, and I'm happy to provide." That, in cat terms, is pure affection. 9. The art of the perfect pet. Unlike dogs, who may roll over for belly rubs at any opportunity, cats are a bit more particular about where and when they like to be touched. The key is targeting those prime sweet spots, where a cat's scent glands are concentrated, such as around the cheeks, under the chin, and often at the base of the tail. Gently stroking these areas isn't just a nice massage, it's also reinforcing your cat's comforting scent on both you and them, which can lower their stress levels. If your cat rubs their cheek against you first, that's like an open invitation to return the favor. Cats generally appreciate short, sweet bursts of affection, and each cat has its own threshold. When you consistently gauge their comfort and stop at the right time, you're telling them your feelings matter. Over time, this respect for their boundaries can turn even the most cautious kitty into a cuddle enthusiast who happily climbs into your lap for a little face-to-face bonding. Your cat may never say, "I love you," in human words, but trust me, they're watching every little thing you do to show it. Keep respecting their quirks, offering gentle care, and you'll see that sweet bond grow stronger than any meow could ever say. If you had fun discovering these cat lingo secrets, hit that like button and subscribe for more feline-friendly tips. And don't forget to share your favorite "My cat loves me" moment down below. See you in the next video.